An incredibly grueling tournament for Montana State wraps up today as the Cats try to salvage the final game of this three-game, three-day tournament up north of the border in Laval, Quebec, just north of Montreal. Hello, everybody. My name is Keaton Gillogly. A pleasure to be with you today as we get set for this ball game, the first ever program meeting between Montana State and Middle Tennessee. This is going to be a very tough matchup again for Montana State. Middle Tennessee won the East Division of the Conference USA last year. They went to the championship game of the CBI last year, and they return a bunch of that talent and skill today, and their strength on the inside has been a force to be reckoned with, and we will see what Montana State can do against this very, very good Middle Tennessee team that has won both of their games in this Northern Classic. And for Montana State, trying to bounce back after an absolute dogfight in Game 1 against North Carolina Greensboro. That game had 23 lead changes in it. Montana State came up on the wrong end, and then yesterday they had a 2-point deficit that they were facing early in the ball game, and then at the halftime, and it was close in the second half, but Montana State could not get the lid off the bucket, and they started that game 1 of 18 from the three-point line. So we'll see if the law of averages hold true. Maybe Montana State can get back to their winning ways today as we get set for tip-off. All right, time to take a look at the starting lineups. Montana State designated the home team today, sporting their white uniforms trimmed in gold and navy blue. For Montana State, no surprises in the starting five. Their guards include Darius Brown, Raekwon Battle, and Tyler Patterson. In the front court, it is Sam Lecolot and Jabril Bello. So those are the starting five for Danny Sprinkle and Montana State. On the other side for Middle Tennessee, their starting lineup looks like this. Tyler Millen is in the backcourt along with Eli Lawrence. TFL Leonard is in the backcourt as well, along with Cameron Weston, and their starting forward is DeAndre Dishman, who is their leading scorer. Dishman coming off a pair of tremendous games here in this tournament. He's shooting 52% from the field in his 2 games here, and he has scored 18 points per contest. So tough matchup for the Cats in the front court. It's going to be a physical game today. Middle Tennessee has a ton of length, so how does Montana State work against them, particularly against their guards as well, because Danny Sprinkle pointed to some of that guard perimeter defense yesterday after the loss against the hot shooting Quinnipiac Bobcats. The Bozeman Come On In Hotel and Suites is a proud sponsor of MSU Athletics and the Montana State Alumni Association. The Come On In allows you to escape the ordinary while enjoying their numerous hotel and guest room amenities. Visit ComeOnIn.com to book your stay today. We remind you that all assists by Montana State are presented by Aware Mental Health Services. All 3-point field goal makes are sponsored by Wendy's. The Prime Lending tip-off is coming up. Prime Lending, home loans made simple. Montana State today in the home white uniforms. They've got the navy blue font on the front and the back with a little bit of gold trim as well. For Middle Tennessee, they sport royal blue and white. They've got the royal blue uniforms with the white block font across the chest and white numbers on the back with their names across the back as well. Leonard and Bello are at center court, and we are ready for basketball. The ball is tossed in the air, and the tip-off is won by the Cats. And here we go from Place Bell Arena. Montana State has the basketball to our right to begin the afternoon. A morning back in Montana. Bounce pass down to the left block for Jabril Bello. He had the ball tipped free, and then a foul is called. That foul is charged to Leonard Jr., his first. Inbounds pass coming from Montana State. Lob to the mid-post, left side. Bello faced it up, about 15 feet out. Puts the ball on the floor, works his way into the middle of the lane, has it stripped, recovers, turns, had it stripped again, and a turnover. Middle Tennessee forces the turnover, and they work from right to left. Blue Raiders with their first possession of the ball game, working offensively. From the right elbow, it's tossed out to Leonard, high out on the left wing. Down into the post, here's Dishman, gets down inside, and the reverse layup is up and good. DeAndre Dishman able to get it to go. And Montana State down 2-0. That's their star. Montana State with the basketball, 1 minute gone in the first half. Darius Brown takes it to the right wing. Throws back to the left wing for Raekwon Battle. He works his way, still beyond the arc on the left side near the sideline. Steps back for three. That's too strong off the inside of the iron. Middle Tennessee has the rebound. Blue Raiders move from right to left. Weston out of the left wing, run to the point, slings it over to the right wing. Ball moved into the right corner for Middle Tennessee. Now it wrapped around the perimeter over to the left wing. Leonard has the dribble at the top, guarded by Lekalot. Over to the right wing. Lawrence has the bounce, 10 to shoot. Bounce pass to Dishman at the top. Hands off to Millen. He's on the drive, tripped, and we got a foul or travel. That is a foul on Darius Brown, who fouled out late in the ball game yesterday. Brown's first. Now, was he in the act of shooting? I think he was still driving. Danny Sprinkle getting an explanation from the officiating crew here. And he was in the act of driving, not shooting, so they will inbound underneath their own basket. Checking into the ball game now is Elias King. He had a double-double in game one of this tournament for Middle Tennessee, so he moves into their front court now. Inbounds pass coming. Lob out to King on the right wing. Throws over to Lawrence on the left wing. Back to Dishman, still beyond the arc. Dishman has the bounce. Moves toward the left elbow, calling for a screen. Dunsteady hands it off. Millen gets to the free throw line. His pass tip free. Raekwon Battle has it. All by himself to the rack. One-hand slam. Raekwon Battle to steal and jam on the other end for his first 2 points. Danny Sprinkle wanted a little more defense, a little more effort from Battle, and he got it right there in the first 2 minutes. And now an offensive foul on Middle Tennessee. Didn't quite catch who that foul was on, but either way the Cats will take it. This game is tied at 2. Big time slam by Raekwon Battle. Montana State with the basketball to our right. Here's Battle on the drive, gets cut off by 2 defenders. Gets rid of it up to the top. Darius Brown has the bounce. Calmly beyond the arc on the right side. Works inside, kicks to the right corner. Tyler Patterson misses the right corner three. Great look, rebound tipped, and won by Middle Tennessee. They move over to the right wing. Weston has the dribble, steps back. Ooh, thought about a three, but Brown closed out. Bounce pass down to the post. Dishman working against Bello. Back to the basket on the right block. Back and down, spins, hook, shot no good, but they called a foul on Bello. First foul on Jabril Bello. That'll bring Great Osobor into the ball game for Montana State. This game tied at 2. 17 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the first half. After the foul, going to see 2 shots here for DeAndre Dishman, one of 6 guys who is in his 7th year. First free throw is good. So he began his career at Eastern Kentucky, had 2 years there. Transferred to Middle Tennessee, sat out a year because of the transfer. The following year had the knee injury in the 19 and 20 season. And now he's in his 3rd year as a starter at Middle Tennessee. Next shot is up. That's rims in. 4 points for DeAndre Dishman, who averages about 13 a game, which is on the rise over his last 2 contests. Montana State with the basketball across the timeline. 17 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the first half. Cats down 4-2. Osobor out on the left wing. Fires into the post for Battle, makes the catch on the left block, forces up, no, wow, he got hit in the forearm, no call. Lekalot grabbed the rebound and able to put it in. Way to stay with it, Sam Lekalot. That really looked like Battle got hit on the forearm. Seemed like a pretty easy call, but well, our opinion doesn't really matter much, does it? Weston on the left wing, works to the free throw line, kicks down to the left baseline. Dishman working on Osobor, backing down, has to kick it out, good D, out to the right wing. King on the drive, forces it up, airballed it way too strong. Lekalot the strong, straight up defense. Cats have the loose ball. Montana State into the offensive zone on the right side. Skip past the left corner. Tyler Patterson, wide open three, yes! Tyler Patterson putting it home. Beautiful find by Brown, and Patterson lights it up from 3. Cats have tied it, taking the lead, up 7-4. 16 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the first half. Out the top, here's the drive by Middle Tennessee. That's stripped free. Battle got a hand on it. Patterson picked it up. Brown into the front court down the left sideline. His pass down to Osabuor got tipped and it's out of bounds. Cats turn it over. Ooh, Osabuor's okay. Went into some of those folding chairs there, and it is a raised floor. So this is a hockey arena by trade. So they've got the the plastic stuff on the ice, which is still here because they're in the AHL season. Then they've got the slightly raised floor that's up about 5 or 6 inches, and then they've got those folding chairs, so it's very dangerous for a guy to be going off the floor because really it only extends just that 4 or 5 feet, if that, from the out of bounds line. Osabuor's all right. Leonard has the dribble at the top, works his way to the right elbow, going in on Fuller, lays it up with the right hand. No good, way too strong off the glass, and Ford has the rebound. Throws up the top for Battle. Thought about a rhythm 3, turned it down. Out to Patterson on the left wing. Then to Ford at the top of the key as the Cats set it up, leading 7-4, 15:35 to play in the first half. Ford works his way to the right wing. Throws back over to the left wing. Battle fires into the post. Osabuor back to the basket. Spins, lefty hook. That got blocked. Ooh, that looked like goaltending. No luck. And a foul. Oh, that's got to be a jump ball. They called that a foul. He had 2 hands on the ball. Oh, that's a tough call. And it was the official who was behind. We had a perfect view. That was 2 hands on the rock. That has got to be a jump ball. That's a brutal call on great Osabuor. Boys, a couple of calls have gone against the Cats in the early going. Tough break for Montana State, but they've got the lead. They're up 7-4 against Middle Tennessee with 15 minutes, 24 seconds to go in the first half. Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position after this. This is Bobcat basketball from Learfield. Broadcast position, Montana State is leading 7-4 over Middle Tennessee. Single fouls on Osabuor and Bello in the early going, something to keep an eye on. And Montana State has hit 1 3-point field goal in their first 3 attempts. All 3-point field goals presented by Wendy's. Middle Tennessee with the ball. They hand it off in the left corner for Porter. He turns the corner to the free throw line, pulls up for a contested jumper. Too strong on the line drive shot. Osabuor clears some space and grabs a hard-fought rebound. Here comes Montana State from left to right. Ford with a little crab dribble just coming across the half-court line. Takes it over to the right wing, slings to Patterson, back to Ford. Overhead pass over the left wing. Again to Ford at the top, crosses over into the lane, hands off underneath. Osabuor pump fake up, lays it, no, but they called a foul. They're going to say that was on the floor, not shooting. Jared Coleman-Jones picks up his first. He pump faked it, got Coleman-Jones up in the air, and then as he went back up, that's when he hit him kind of right in the hips, and they waved off the shot attempt. And so Montana State will inbound with 20 seconds on the shot clock, leading 7-4, with 14 minutes, 47 seconds to go in the first half. Osobor working to the post, out high on the mid-post left side. Tries to step back through with a righty hook, swirls off the rim, no good. Little far out for that shot. That was some good defense, and Middle Tennessee has the rebound. Blue Raiders into the front court. Porter works his way down to the post, throws up to King at the top, steps up to the elbow. The jumper off the back iron, no good. Caleb Fuller up and skies for the rebound. Montana State basketball from left to right. Ford up to the top, Fuller looking for Osobor, who's in a heck of a fight in the post right now. Over to Patterson on the left wing. Down to Fuller, left elbow, or excuse me, left corner rather. Hand off to Raekwon Battle on the left wing. Looking for Osobor, didn't have it. Up to Fuller at the top. 10 seconds to shoot. Now here's Ford. Calls for a screen. Turns it down on the drive into the lane. Draws contact. Shot up, no good. Got his own rebound. What an effort. The Cats will reset the shot clock, and then a pass is stolen, and Leonard the other way with a two-hand jam. Man, how is that not a foul when Ford was going to the cup? He got a hip check up in the air. Montana State into the front court. 13 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the first half. Cats leading 7-6. From the left corner, Battle on the baseline. Trying to get a little space, can't. Goes up to the top of the key, then back to Battle. He's on the drive to the mid-post left side. Bounce pass down onto the baseline. Here's Osobor. Slings, and his pass is stolen in the lane. Here comes Middle Tennessee the other way. Porter to the cup, got blocked and fouled. Boy, if Battle just stays straight up there, he's going to avoid that foul. He brought that arm way down. First foul on Battle. Jabril Bello getting ready to check back in. Not only is dairy delicious, but it also promotes health as well. Just 3 servings of dairy a day improves overall wellness and may reduce the risk of developing some chronic diseases. It's a quick, convenient, and economic way to make sure you are staying strong and healthy on and off the field. First free throw is good for Justin Porter, who's at the line. He had 11 points in 6 points in game 1, 19 points in game 2 of this tournament yesterday in their win against Stephen F. Austin. Osobor to the bench. Bello in. This free throw is up and good. Porter has 2 points. Montana State basketball. Ford throws long ahead to Battle, makes the catch. His 3, that's no good. Bello gets the board. He goes back up, can't get it to go, missed the jam. And Middle Tennessee has the rebound. Boy, that looked good. Montana State's got to convert there. Drive down onto the baseline, and he stepped on the sideline and then traveled. Turnover by Middle Tennessee. That has been a bit of an issue for Middle Tennessee. They average about 15 turnovers per game. Had a couple of big ones. They had 22 turnovers in their last game against Stephen F. Austin. Montana State basketball deep in their own backcourt, facing a zone press here. Pass ahead to Ford, and we've got a whistle and a travel. What? Ford called for the travel. Must have been before the contact. One of the Blue Raiders tried to slip in underneath him and draw a charge, but he wasn't looking, so you weren't able to call an offensive foul there, but he must have shuffled his feet right before the contact. So the Cats turn it over again. That's starting to pile up here for Montana State. Middle Tennessee with the basketball to our left. They lead 8-7, 12:48 to go in the first half. It's handed off up at the top. Eli Lawrence has it. Bounce pass to the right elbow. Porter fires down into the post. Back and down. Coleman Jones working on Bello. Gets his pass tipped, but recovered out on the right wing. Down to the baseline now. Battle comes over for a little bit of help. And Middle Tennessee can't control it. Tip free. Recovered again by Middle Tennessee. And a baseline jumper falls. Eli Lawrence gets that tough tip and able to put it in. And now a bad pass to the backcourt, stolen, and a layup is good by Middle Tennessee. And a timeout called by Montana State, presented by Prime Lending. Some bad turnovers here by Montana State. They have turned the ball over a bunch in the early going. That last one was number 6. So again, we'll take a timeout. Montana State trailing 10-7 against Middle Tennessee with 12 minutes and 14 seconds to go in the first half. Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position after this. This is Bobcat basketball from Learfield. with a patient experience that is second to none, experienced doctors and advanced technology. Vance Thompson Vision, the official LASIK and cataract surgeon of the Bobcats, is your home for laser vision correction. Learn more at VanceThompsonVision.com. Montana State leads 20-17, 7 minutes and 13 seconds to go in the first half. Let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. This is Bobcat basketball. I'm Keaton Galogly with you from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. Middle Tennessee has the basketball to our left. Cats lead 20-17 with 7 minutes and 13 seconds to go in the first half. Millen has it at the top. He hands it off at the top of the key to Weston. Now to Dishman near the free throw line, working on Bello. Backing down against Bello. Trying to spin, and he traveled. Oh, they're calling that a foul. Tried to use that left elbow. I thought it was going to be a travel, but Cats will take it, and that's a huge call. DeAndre Dishman has now picked up his second, and it comes with 7 minutes to go in the first half. That forces Jared Coleman-Jones into the ball game. Only averages 9 minutes a game. Montana State basketball, they're on a 7-0 run. They've hit 5 of their last 7 shots, moving from left to right. Brown into the front court. Moves over to the left wing. Crosses over, had a tip free. Battle tried to save it. It's into the backcourt. Cats can pick it up. Ooh, Montana State caught a break. That should have been over and back. So the Cats keep the possession with 8 seconds to shoot. Brown to the right wing, 7. Trying to find the post and does, and a foul. Bello got yanked, and a foul going against Middle Tennessee. That's another big call. Leonard has now picked up his second foul, so 2 of the starters for Middle Tennessee have picked up their second foul in the last minute. 6 minutes, 35 seconds to go in the first half. Montana State up 20-17. Boy, that should have been an over and back. Should have been Middle Tennessee ball. Fifth-year head coach Nick McDevitt still arguing that. McDevitt, the reigning Conference USA Coach of the Year. They had a huge turnaround last year. Middle Tennessee did. Bellows at the line. Cats are in the bonus. The front end of the 1-and-1 is no good. That has been a rock in the shoe of the Cats. That free throw shooting has struggled. And now Raekwon Battle tips a pass free. Cats the other way. Battle to Bello. Two-hand slam! Raekwon Battle tipping it free. Picks up the assist. And Jabril Bello yanking the iron down. 6 points for Bello. Montana State up 22-17. 6 minutes to go in the first half. Bounce pass inside. Coleman-Jones stripped. Oh, they called a foul. Is that on Patterson? Yikes. First foul on Patterson. Let's see if we get a replay here. I really thought he caught the ball, but doesn't matter. We're going to see this replay. And it was Bello who had a great jam. Patterson to Bello to Battle back to Bello. And he had the transition slam. Montana State leading 22-17. 6 minutes, 5 seconds to go in the first half. The first free throw is good. Jared Coleman at the line, missed last year due to injury. He's a fourth-year sophomore who transferred over from Northwestern. Started his career in the Big Ten with 31 games, 3 points a game. Stands at 6'10" out of Jacksonville, Florida. Next shot from Coleman-Jones. That's good, hits the bolt. Middle Tennessee, a perfect 6 of 6 from the stripe today. Cats are 3 of 4. Montana State leading 22-19. 6 minutes to go in the first half. This would be a big win for the Cats if they could get it after 2 struggling games. Brown into the lane, bounce pass down to Bello on the left block, gets to the cup and floats it in. Jabril Bello moving well again. He has had to work hard and played a lot of minutes over the last 2.5 days, and it has not shown. He's got a lot of spring in the step. Pass down to the post, Coleman-Jones, pump fake, lays it up, that's good. Good ball movement that time. The Cats are really extending their defense. And for the most part, it's worked for Montana State. Middle Tennessee will turn the ball over. And that time it got him. Brown stops at the free throw line. Gets rid of it out to Patterson as the Cats work offensively with a 3-point lead in the final 5 minutes of the first half. Fuller mid-post right side facing up. puts it on the floor. Backing down with his right shoulder into the chest of the defender. His pass is tipped away. Middle Tennessee with a steal. Running from right to left into the lane. Hop, stop, Euro step, layup. No, oh! Called a foul. Fuller was pretty straight up. Wait, they gave that to Battle? Whoa, they gave that to Battle. I thought that was Fuller. I guess Battle must have gotten a hand kind of underneath there on a forearm. No argument from Montana State. They gave that to Battle. So that's the second on Raekwon. It's hard to see. Okay, so the foul was on the other side, so not on Fuller. And there was no argument from the Cats. First free throw is good. Touched every part of the iron first, and then finally fell through. Bobcat basketball is brought to you by Kendall Ford, Lincoln of Bozeman, a proud sponsor of Montana State Athletics. From your seat at the game to your driver's seat, enjoy every minute when you're ready for something new. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great. Next free throw is no good, and Bello has the rebound. Jabril Bello now with 3 boards, 8 points in the first half. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Montana State leading 24-22 against Middle Tennessee. Patterson at the top. Gives over to the left wing.
Drive, flip your hip.
Bello works his way into the mid-post left side. Back to the basket, works his way into the middle of the paint. Turns, hook shot is short. Didn't quite get close enough to the bucket, and Middle Tennessee has the rebound. Lawrence into the front court. Weaves through traffic and takes it up to the top of the key to set up the offensive set for the Blue Raiders. Handoff over to Leonard on the left wing. Curls to the free throw line. Step back jumper, got it. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Man, that's a tough shot. Leonard pouring it in over Sam Leckelot, who had some good defense there. Back to a tie game, 24 all. 4 minutes, 13 seconds to go in the first half. Ford pressured the backcourt, but gets across with 1 second to spare. Jump pass to Patterson. Bounce pass down to Bello. Gets pestered, goes up, got blocked, and the ball's out of bounds, staying with Montana State. A long spin move and a nice job by Coleman Jones coming over and helping out, picking up the block. This Middle Tennessee team is as physical and long and strong as we expected. This is exactly what Sprinkle told us we were going to see today. It's a good team, man, coming out of Conference USA. They won the East Division in that conference last year, picked preseason 4th overall this year. Montana State with the ball. Bello gets a breath. Osobor has it. Pass tipped out of bounds, and it's going to Middle Tennessee. That'll take us to a break. 3:58 remaining in the first half. Montana State and Middle Tennessee tied at 24. Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth. After this is Bobcat basketball from Learfield. Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. Montana State and Middle Tennessee are tied at 24 points apiece. 3 minutes and 58 seconds to go in the first half. All assists presented by Aware Mental Health Services. Cats have 5 assists on 10 field goals. All 3-pointers sponsored by Wendy's. Cats are 1 of 6 from downtown. Middle Tennessee has the basketball. They move from right to left. Porter takes it to the left wing, hands it off there. Buford has it up at the top of the key. Now give it over to the right wing. Here's a drive into the lane. Lefty layup, high arcing shot off the glass and in. Eli Lawrence slashing, difficult finish. Jed Miller into the ball game for Montana State coming out of that last timeout, along with Ford in the backcourt, McMahon, Osobor, and Lekala. Seeing a couple of different lineups for Montana State over these 3 days up in the Northern Classic in Quebec. Ford has it at the top. Final 3.5 minutes of the first half. McMahon on the right wing. Back up to the top, Lekala, only 5 to shoot. Hand off to Ford, 4 to the right elbow, 3. We've got a whistle and a foul on Middle Tennessee. Osobor got away with an illegal screen up at the top. And then a foul on Coleman Jones. That's his second. So Middle Tennessee in some serious foul trouble here. Their leading scorer, Dishman, has 2. One of their starting guards, Leonard, he has 2. And now their first reserve off the bench in the front court, Coleman Jones, he has 2. Montana State going to the line. Robert Ford to the strike. His first free throw is due. It is up and good. First point for Ford. The Bobcats need your support to go for the win. Donate to the Bobcat Club's 3 to Win campaign to reach our $3 million goal supporting student athletes. Next free throw is good. Ford puts them both in. Cats doing a better job at the free throw line today compared to the last 2 games. 3 minutes, 11 seconds to go in the first half. Montana State and Middle Tennessee tied at 26 points. Middle Tennessee cruising from right to left. Eli Lawrence running the point at 6'5". They got some serious length in the backcourt. Lawrence hands it off to Coleman Jones. Still beyond the arc. Toss over to the right wing. Porter's got the dribble. He turns the corner, gets the cup, righty layup, and finger rolls it in. Man, that's a ridiculous finish by Porter. He's got 7. Montana State into the front court, 2:40 left in the first half. Cats down by 2 with the ball. Ford has it on the right wing. Lob over to the left wing, Jared Miller. Down to the mid-post left side. Here's Osobor backing down, gets rid of it. Out to Miller. Ooh, thought about a 3. Back to Osobor, and he got fouled. Sprinkle telling Miller to shoot it. You can see that second guess, just that brief moment. That's another big call, though. What's going on? Coleman Jones. That's his 3rd. So they're going to go back to Christian Fussell, who will play with 2 personal fouls here. And Osobor going to the line for 2 free throws. The first is good. For Osobor, he's got now 3 points today on 1 of 3 shooting. Came into this game 7 of 8 from the field and averaging nearly 10 points a game in this tournament, which is now 2.5 games old. 2 minutes, 25 seconds to go in the first half. Osobor knocks them both down. He has 4 points in the first half, and the Cats have tied it again. 28 points apiece. Middle Tennessee in the royal blue unis moving from right to left. Lawrence out to the right wing. Thrown up to the top. Fussell has it. Over to the right wing. Lawrence with the bounce. Up to Fussell at the top. He lines up a 3 and puts it in. Fussell's second 3 of the year. Wide open, high arcing shot from the top of the key. Middle Tennessee up 31-28 with 1:55 to go in the first half. Lekala out on the right wing. Given to Miller just across the half-court line. Extended zone here defensively by Middle Tennessee. Over to McMahon on the left wing. Picks up his dribble. Give it a Ford, 10 to shoot. Over to the right wing, Miller. 9 into the lane. Lekala to the cup, got stripped and fouled. And that'll get Lekala to the free throw line. First foul on Eli Lawrence. Montana State shooting 42% right now. They're 1 of 6 from 3. Middle Tennessee 58% from the field. They've hit their last 5 shots. And they're 2 of 5 from beyond the arc. Both teams with 9 turnovers. Both teams with 6 steals. Lekala's free throw is good. Cats staying in this game with their free throw shooting. They haven't hit a field goal in over 4 minutes. Lekala came in with 2 points, 4 rebounds total in this tournament. had a nice day today with this next free throw. He adds to his point total and now has 6. 1 minute, 36 seconds to go in the first half. Cats trailing 31-30 against Middle Tennessee. Blue Raiders into the front court, out to our left. Fussell at the top. Still with the dribble, nowhere to go. Now hands off to Porter. He works his way at the top of the key. Over to Buford, now into the post, Fussell. Back out into the right corner. Porter tries a contested 3. Line drive shot, no good. Great Osobor has the rebound. Here comes MSU from left to right. They're going to cool it off, slowly crossing by the half-court line. 1 minute, 5 seconds to go in the first half. Montana State trailing 31-30. Pass into the post. Lecolot is there. He lays it in. Brown to Lecolot down to the right block, and he's able to lay it in off the glass. 8 points for Sam Lecolot. He's got a chance for his first double-figure scoring game in his career. Out to the left corner, Porter works his way into the lane. Kicks back out to the right wing. Buford into the lane, and a hand check. Miller with the hand check foul. He knew it. You can see him kind of clenching his fists and gritting his teeth. First foul on Miller. 7th team foul. And that'll put Middle Tennessee at the line for a 1-and-1. Montana State now leading 32-31 after those Lecolot free throws. Buford to the line. His first shot is up. That is good. Ooh, man, that thing hit the rim a couple of times and fell in. First point for Buford. This game tied again at 32 points each. Back and forth today. Next shot is good. Buford puts them both in. He's got 2. Patterson in, McMahon to the bench. Cats back down 33-32. We've had 8 ties and 6 lead changes in this game. Montana State basketball. They work from left to right, facing a 1-3-1 zone from Middle Tennessee that extends into the backcourt. Cats get into the front court here. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 30 seconds left in the half. Up to Miller at the top. Over to the right corner, Lecolot. He's open for 3. That's no good, and the rebound grabbed by Middle Tennessee. 19 seconds left in the first half. Shot clock off and a timeout called by Middle Tennessee. So they'll draw up what should be the final play of the first half. Town Pump is a proud sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild rivalry series between Montana State and the University of Montana. It's all sports all season long. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions at your local Town Pump. Middle Tennessee 33, Montana State 32. Cats at 3-4, Middle Tennessee is 4-2. They've also played a pretty tough schedule. They won 26 games last year and went 13-5 in Conference USA. They went all the way to the CBI championship game. So a 1-point game here with 17 seconds left in the first half, and Middle Tennessee leading with the ball, calling a play here out of their timeout. Again, shot clock off, and Middle Tennessee ready to line it up. It'll be Lawrence to inbound from the right sideline. Guarded by Pat McMahon. Inbounds pass on the way, lobbed out to King near the half-court line. Back to Lawrence, then to King, burning some clock down just a bit. 10 seconds to go in the first half near the half-court line. Porter, 7 seconds left. Has the dribble near the left sideline. 4, Porter kicks out to the right wing. 2, Lawrence on the drive, lost it, heaves it up anyway. Kind of lost it, had it, and came up short on that helter-skelter shot. And the Cats get a stop at the end of the first half. Montana State, Middle Tennessee locked in a gritty fist fight again. This has been just a brawl all week long up here in Laval, Quebec. We'll take a break. We're at halftime. Middle Tennessee leads Montana State 33-32. We're at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, and this is Bobcat basketball from Learfield. Broadcast position, Montana State trailing Middle Tennessee 33-32. All right, let's take a look at the numbers from the first half of play for Montana State. They shoot 42% from the field, 1 of 7 from 3. They just cannot find it from downtown over these last 2 games. 9 of 10 from the free throw line, nice improvement there. Middle Tennessee 52% from the field, 2 of 6 from 3, 9 of 10 from the free throw line. For the Cats, led by Bello and Lekalot. They each have 8 points. Bello 3 of 7 from the field. He also pulled in 3 rebounds. Lekalot 8 points on 3 of 4 shooting. Darius Brown 2 points, 5 assists, 2 turnovers. Tyler Patterson 3 points on 1 of 4 shooting, all from beyond the arc. Raekwon Battle 5 points, 1 assist, 4 steals. He's 2 of 6 from the field. Great Osobor 4 points today with 2 rebounds on 1 of 3 shooting. Robert Ford 2 points, 2 rebounds today. Middle Tennessee spreading things around. Justin Porter has 7 points to lead at Middle Tennessee. DeAndre Dishman 6 points in just 7 minutes. He had to take a heavy seat with 2 personal fouls, so he'll certainly be back out there and rested for the second half. Leonard with 5, 4 for Coleman Jones, 4 for Lawrence, 2 for King, 2 for Buford, and 3 for Fussell. Montana State 20 points in the paint. Middle Tennessee with 14. And the Cats have 7 fast break points, 6 for Middle Tennessee. 6 lead changes, 8 ties in a tight contest through the first half of play. Lining up and getting ready for the second half after this break. We're at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. We're taking a Prime Lending timeout. Montana State down 33-32 at halftime. This is Bobcat basketball from Learfield. Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position at Montana State. Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. I'm Keaton Galogly with John O'Connor back in the studios as our producer today. Montana State trailing Middle Tennessee 33-32. They're in another tight game at halftime, and we'll see if they can pull things out in the second half. Time to take a look at our First Interstate Bank scoreboard. First Interstate Bank, home of Bobcat Banking. This is the first of multiple games going on around the Big Sky today. Northern Arizona hosts Abilene Christian coming up in a half hour. Same for Montana, but they're at Air Force today. Idaho State at Central Arkansas later this afternoon. Eastern Washington at Florida International in the early evening tonight. Northern Colorado at New Mexico, same time. And Portland State and Oregon State out at 9 o'clock tonight. Finals yesterday, Idaho State lost to Bethune-Cookman 68-66 in OT. Southern Utah beat Sac State 91-87 in double overtime. Southern Utah's up next on Wednesday night for Montana State. Northern Colorado beats Jacksonville State 86-82. So that is the First Interstate Bank scoreboard. We'll take a break, get ready to go for the second half of action between Montana State and Middle Tennessee. Montana State trailing 33-32 against Middle Tennessee. This is Bobcat basketball from Learfield. From the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, Montana State trailing Middle Tennessee 33-32. Cats went 1 of 7 from the three-point line in that first half. They were led by Jabril Bello and Sam Lecolot, who each had 8 points in the first half. Looking ahead for the Cats, coming up next, Southern Utah at Southern Utah in Cedar City. That game tips at 7. We'll be on the air at 6:30 on Wednesday. Not sure when we're going to record the podcast yet. Maybe Thursday, possibly Tuesday. Tuesday should work if we do it then, because we fly to Vegas tomorrow, and then we bus from Vegas to Southern Utah on Tuesday. We'll play Wednesday, and then we fly out early morning of from Vegas on Thursday morning to get back Thursday afternoon, and then we have football coming up after that on Saturday. So not 100% sure how we want to work all that yet. So look for that podcast coming out either on Tuesday or Thursday, most likely, before the Saturday second round playoff game against Weber State on the gridiron back at Bobcat Stadium. If the Cats win that game, they would be home for the second round, or the quarterfinals game as well. But getting a little ahead of ourselves, just want to give you a light layout of the schedule as we move forward. As of right now, we do not have any more Bobcat Insider TV shows or Cat Chats until we get to the new year, when we fully get into the basketball side of things. At Montana's Rib and Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our communities. Enjoy premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you. We'll take one more break. When we get back, we've got the start of the second half between Montana State and Middle Tennessee. Middle Tennessee leading Montana State 33-32. This is Bobcat basketball from Learfield. We are back at Place Bell Arena in Laval, Quebec. We're staying in Montreal, but it's about a 30-minute drive up to the arena here in Laval, home of the Laval Rocket, which is the AHL affiliate of the Montreal Canadiens. They also host some concerts and some esports tournaments here. And they're currently hosting the Northern Classic. Montana State losing their first two games in this tournament. Trying to bounce back against a really tough, really long, really physical Middle Tennessee team. This game has been a battle. 8 ties, 6 lead changes. The Cats currently trailing 33-32 as we begin the second half. For Montana State, same starting 5 on the floor. Brown, Patterson, Battle, Lecolot, and Bello. Middle Tennessee getting some reinforcements here in the second half. They had a couple of guys getting into some foul trouble, including their leading scorer, DeAndre Dishman. So he only played 7 minutes with 6 points in that first half. Middle Tennessee with the basketball to start the second half. We flip sides, so the Blue Raiders going from left to right. Well, here we go, beginning the second half. Cats down by a point. Lost the first 2 in this tournament, both close games, although they did get a bit away from the Cats at the very end of the contest, but see if they've got it here. And now Dishman trying to lob, and it just kind of went in. Bucket for Dishman, and that's how things started. 2-pointer for Dishman. I think it was a 2. He's got 8. Montana State with the basketball to our left. Over to Brown, and he gets held. Yep, Tyler Millen knew it. See him kind of bouncing up and down, squinting, knowing he had committed the foul. Montana State will inbound to the right sideline. And it's Raekwon Battle with the honors. Toss up to the top for Brown. Lob over to the left wing, then back to Brown. He's on the drive, hands off out to the right corner. Battle for 3, got it! Raekwon Battle from downtown to the right corner. He's got 8 points. Montana State ties it up on the Battle 3. 45 seconds gone in the second half. Down into the post, kick out to the left corner, and it's stolen, picked off by Tyler Patterson. Another steal by the Bobcats. Tied at 35, 19 minutes to go in the first half. Brown on the right wing, comes left around to Bello screen, gets to the free throw line, picks up a dribble, out to Battle. His left corner three, swirls off, and a foul on the floor. Lecolot got tied up. Right, Sam Lecolot's got a high motor in that front court. Hasn't quite put everything together yet, but man, he's coming along. Second foul on Tyler Millen. Remember, Lecolot's only a sophomore, two-time player of the year in high school in the state of Wyoming. 18:49 to play in the ball game. Bounce into Battle to the rack, lays it up and in. Went for the jam, had a man in his face, hesitated in the air, and he went back to the right hand for a reverse layup. 10 points for Raekwon Battle. That is a magical finish. Montana State back on top, up 37-35. 18:33 to play in the ball game. Middle Tennessee with the ball to our right. Dishman hands it off on the right wing. Weston drives, kicks. Here's a left wing three. That's good. Leonard knocks it down. He's got 8 from the left wing that time. 18 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the second half. Montana State down 1, 38-37. Man, the Cats get to Big Sky play. They are going to be battle tested. They have been in some brutal fights. Things cool a bit in December, but that's no consolation here. Brown pestered. Goes up to the top. Lecolot bounce pass to the post for Bello on the left elbow. Back to the basket, taking his time. Kicks out to Battle at the top, comes around a screen, stops at the elbow, puts up a jumper, got it. Raekwon Battle heating up in the second half. A dozen for Battle today. Montana State up 39-38, 17 minutes, 35 seconds to go in the game. Middle Tennessee, they line up a right wing three. That's no good. Montana State has the rebound. Weston, a bit of a flat-footed shot. Cats will take it early in the shot clock. Patterson the other way on the left wing. Up top to Brown. Then to Lecolot. We got a whistle and a foul inside. Dishman and Bello were in a backyard brawl. And Dishman tagged with his third foul. Interwest Moving and Storage is the official moving company of the MSU Bobcats. 17 minutes, 21 seconds to go in the game. Montana State up 39-38. Brown will inbound. From the offensive zone on the Cats' own baseline. Lob into Bello, out of the left baseline, near the left block, facing up. Now puts it on the floor. And they called it travel. What? That was a jab step. Bello needs to get the ball here to the official. Finally does. He was real close to getting a delay of game there. Bello, those palms to the sky, and I don't blame him. I did not see that travel at all. Fishing has been
Be ready. ISO drive.
a little to the left all tournament. Middle Tennessee with the basketball. Handoff over on the left wing. Here's a drive to the right elbow. Leonard nearly lost it, poked free, and they called a foul on Lecolot. Lecolot didn't like the call. It's his third.
Iverson, coach. Iverson.
Second. 17 minutes to go in the ball game. Montana State up 39-38. Ooh, they almost went over and back. Middle Tennessee did, with some pressure defensively by Brown. Middle Tennessee sets it up. And an offensive foul, moving screen. That's a tough call on Jared Coleman. It was the right call, but that gives him his 4th foul. So some serious foul trouble in the front court. Coleman's got 4, Dishman's got 3. Montana State inbounds into their backcourt. 17 minutes left in the ball game. Cats up 39-38. A win like this would be a nice feather in the cap, trying to salvage the final game of this 3-game tournament. And a bad pass. It's a little to his left. Sprinkle telling Battle to go for it with 2 hands, reaching across his body. Battle disagrees.
Here we go.
Turnover by the Cats.
Left, right.
11 turnovers apiece on either side.
Right here. ISO.
16 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the ball game. Middle Tennessee down by a point with the ball. Hand off to Weston on the left wing. Bounce pass in the post for Millen. Back out to the right wing for Leonard. Still up at the top of the key. Coleman Jones hands it off on the left wing. Lawrence, bounce pass down to Coleman Jones. Cut off by Bello. Now going into the post. Turns, lefty hook. That's short, good D. And Bello has the rebound, pushed ahead. Battle by himself to the cup. 2-hand jam. Raekwon Battle. He's got 14. Just over 16 minutes to go in the second half. Raekwon Battle heating up, having his best game of the tournament now. Coleman Jones hands it off on the left wing. Leonard takes it down to the left corner, throws it back up to the top. Now a handoff. Here's a drive and whistle and a foul. They're going to use that hand check on Raekwon Battle. Had the forearm into the hip. Cats lead 41-38. And we will take a timeout for the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. Montana State 41, Middle Tennessee 38. 15:55 to go in the ball game. This is Bobcat basketball from Lear Field. Montana State in front, up 41-38 over Middle Tennessee. They're coming out with some fire in this second half. They've hit their last 3 shots. We're at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. The Cats today have 9 assists presented by Aware Mental Health Services. Montana State 2 of 9 from the three-point line, sponsored by Wendy's. Raekwon Battle, 4 of the Cats' 7 steals today. Tyler Patterson has 2 as well. This is a Middle Tennessee team that will turn the ball over. The Cats have done a nice job taking advantage of it. The Bobcats need your support to go for the win. Donate to the Bobcat Club's Free to Win campaign to help us reach our $3 million goal supporting student athletes. 15:55 to go in the ball game. Montana State up 41-38. There's no score up on the video board. Now they got it. That was the cause for the momentary delay. All right, we're ready to go. Inbounds pass coming from Middle Tennessee on their own baseline. Still looking, and they finally find the corner. Down to the right baseline, trying to drive inside against Patterson. No space, good D by Patterson. He stepped up on that end of the floor today. Out to the top, Porter with the dribble against Brown. Gets to the free throw line, into the lane, off balance shot. No good, and they called a foul. Where? Where is that foul? Is it the body or the hands? Oh, they said he brought his hands down. His arms are straight up. Second foul for Darius Brown. Puts Porter at the line. So Porter will head to the stripe for a pair. Justin Porter, the transfer from JUCO. First free throw is good. His first point in the second half. Coming off a career-high 19 points in this last contest. Fourth-year player. Had 2 years in junior college, now in his second year at Middle Tennessee, where he's averaging about 9 points per game. He's got a chance for his 9th point today. 15 minutes. 40 seconds to go in the ball game. Montana State leading 41-39 with another free throw coming. This shot is up, and that is good. Porter's got 9, reaching his per game average. Montana State leading 41-40. They move from right to left, long past the backcourt, tipped and stolen. Lawrence has it. He goes to the rack and jams it in. 6 points for Lawrence. Bad turnover by the Cats in the backcourt. Montana State with it from right to left. Brown lobs ahead to Fuller out on the right wing. Back to Brown near the half-court line. He gets the play call from Danny Sprinkle. As the waist-high dribble at the top, comes right around the screen to the elbow, pulls up mid-post right side, nowhere to go, bouncing to Bello. He rips down the rim with a two-hand slam. Terrific find from Brown. Jabril Bello, his first 2 points in the second half. Give him 10 total today. Cats back up by 1. 15 minutes left in the game. Middle Tennessee with a basketball. Porter into the post and a foul. Bello got the arm of Dishman. That was the right call that time. Second foul on Bello. Bobcat basketball presented by your locally owned and operated McDonald's of Montana. Download the McDonald's app for free. Large fries every men's Cats basketball game day. 2 fouls on Bello now. Middle Tennessee to inbound. Lob into Dishman. He hands it off. Now spinning into the lane. Porter cannot get the right of the layup to go. Got his own rebound. The putback is good. An offensive rebound turns into points for Porter. He's got 11 today. Montana State facing this full court press. McMahon picks up the dribble, gets it to Brown, and he races across the half court line and slows it down. Middle Tennessee, one of their strengths is their length, and they use it beautifully in the backcourt. Montana State down 44-43, 14 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the game. Fuller out on the right wing. Bounce down to Osibor on the right block. Into McMahon in the middle of the lane. One dribble, pump fake, leans in, lays it up. Lefty layup, falls in. That ball stood for a moment, sitting on the back iron, took a scenic look around, and finally fell through the twine. Slick finish by McMahon. That's his first 2 points today. Cats back in front. Porter got blocked by Osibor. Loose ball picked up by Middle Tennessee, and they reset with 15 seconds on the shot clock. Cats up 45-44 against the Blue Raiders. Dishman against Osibor on the right block. Gets into the lane, in deep, lays it up, got it to go. 10 points for Dishman now. Their leading scorer overall this season at 13 a game. Montana State back down by 1, 46-45, facing the full court zone press, and Montana State passes through it. McMahon on the left wing. Work back up to the top. And Brown will set it up with his heels on the circular blue logo at center court. Brown to the left wing. He turns the corner, gets into the lane, kicks to the right corner. Fuller for 3. Got it! Brown, a cross-court pass. Caleb Fuller knocking down the 3 ball. 13 minutes to go in the game from the right corner. Double team trapped by the Cats. Bounces out of it all the way to the left corner. Picks it up, tries the 3. That's no good. Rebound tip, and Montana State has it. They push ahead. Fuller leaks out by himself, and he lays it into the fast break. Timeout, Middle Tennessee. Montana State starting to bring it now, up 50-46 with 13 minutes to go in the ball game. Boy, the Cats moving quick, and they've hit their last 7 shots. We've got a Prime Lending timeout presented, again, by Prime Lending. Home loans made simple. Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position after a pause. Montana State leads it 50-46 with 12:54 to play in the second half. This is Bobcat basketball from Learfield. Montana State bringing a storm here in the second half. They lead Middle Tennessee 50-46 with 12:54 to play in the ball game. Before we go any further, let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. This is Bobcat Basketball. I'm Keaton Galogly with John O'Connor back in the studios as our producer today with the First Interstate Bank broadcast position coming out of a prime lending timeout. Montana State leads 50-46 over Middle Tennessee with 12 minutes 54 seconds to go in the ball game. Cats have hit 8 of their 9 shots in this second half, and they've forced 3 turnovers. And they've had some good fast break opportunities, and they have connected so far. They're also 2 of 3 from downtown, all 3-point field goals presented by Wendy's. Middle Tennessee with a basketball and a blocking foul on Caleb Fuller. First foul on Fuller. Fuller up to 7 points today. He's 3 of 3 from the field with 2 rebounds. Raekwon Battle leading the way with 14. Jabril Bellows got 10 for the Cats. They're shooting 54% from the field. Out to the top, Weston. Lob over to the right wing, Dishman, as Middle Tennessee works offensively. Moving to his left, and we've got a whistle and an illegal screen on Caleb Fuller. They said he put his momentum into it. Second foul on Fuller. Not a lot of questions on both sides the way they've called these games in this tournament.
Caleb, go under.
Middle Tennessee to inbound. Toss out to Weston. Blue Raiders set it up. Up to Dishman at the top. Works his way to the left elbow. Hands off at the top of the key. Porter on the drive, steps through and travel. Turnover by Middle Tennessee. Very close. Could have gone either way. So Montana State's going to face this press again. 1-2-1-1 zone. So they've got a man to try to protect Fuller right at the baseline. Cats do get it in. They got to go the length of the floor here. Forward facing 2 blue defenders. Bounces over to the right sideline. Fuller has it. Picks up the dribble. Gives back to Ford. He's at the timeline. He gets across with 1 second. We've got a whistle and a charge. Used his right shoulder as he got trapped on the left sideline near the half-court line. Leonard was there. It was a little bump. It was the right call. And Ford's got the first foul of his day. Need a little more urgency to get that thing across the timeline. And then he just stepped across into that coffin corner up near the sideline and the half-court line. You basically box yourself in with 4 defenders. Slight mistake by the Cats, and they turn it over. Middle Tennessee up 50-46. 12 minutes, 5 seconds to go in the ball game. Middle Tennessee in the middle of their offense, over on the right wing. Leonard bounces into the post. Dishman against Osobor on the right side, facing up. Now turns his back, draws a double team with Ford helping. Picks it up, fires into the post. Pass tipped by Battle, recovered by Middle Tennessee. 9 seconds to shoot. Ball lobbed out near the half-court line. 5 seconds to shoot. Leonard on the left wing 3, steps up to the top. His 3, bricked it, missed it left, and they call a shot clock violation. Just missed it to the left. And a shot clock violation. Nice defensive set by Montana State. All right, Montana State basketball, 11:42 to go in the game. Montana State up 50-46. Ford facing this backcourt pressure again. And he has it taken away, and a layup is good. Elias King stole it away and had an easy layup, give him 4 today. Montana State's lead cut to 2. Battle in the backcourt, picks up the dribble, bounces ahead to Fuller. And that's stolen again. Tip free from behind, and a clear path foul by Ford. Ooh, and now a little argument. And Battle getting pulled away. Battle with a few words. Ford had to pull Raekwon Battle out of there. Battle boiling over a little bit. They're going to go ahead and take a look at this. It's frustrated. They've turned the ball over a couple of times. Both benches, or both teams will go to each bench now. Got to keep your cool. They're just taking a look here at that clear path foul, and potentially if there was anything extra, we got a full timeout. We're going to take a break, I believe. Yes? Yeah, should be a break. 11:22 to go in the ball game. Montana State up 50-48 in the second half. We'll take a break. This is Bobcat basketball from Learfield. We are back at Place Bell Arena. Montana State and Middle Tennessee in a heck of a fight here. Cats leading 50-48 with 11:28 to go in the ball game. We've got a clear path foul on Montana State, so Middle Tennessee has a free throw coming from that. And it looks like they have called a flagrant one and a technical on somebody. We're just reading the lips of the official here. After the Cats had back-to-back turnovers in the backcourt. Let's see if we can hear the announcement. So we don't have anybody. Here we go. Trying to eavesdrop on the PA. So I think Battle's getting a technical here. 2 technical fouls. I think it might be on either side. We're just trying to piece it together and listen to the PA. Nobody comes over and tells us what's up. So Ford for sure had a foul. That was the clear path, so that will result in some free throws. And there was an extra assessment. I don't know if it was on both sides or just one. And that's what we're waiting to see officially. Hard to hear the PA. We don't have a true PA feed, so don't know exactly what it was, but we will get it on our stat monitor here in just a bit. We have a lot of people working the scores table that are a little bit new. So first free throw by Leonard is good. Remember, that was the clear path foul on Ford. Even the coaches are still asking some questions here. Next free throw is up and good. So he's up to 10 points. And it'll be Middle Tennessee basketball. Okay, so Battle did pick up a foul, so he's got 4.
Watch the shooter.
I think that's it, but we'll keep an eye. Okay. Middle Tennessee also had one as well on Weston. All right, Middle Tennessee has the basketball. So Weston had one as well. So it was Weston and Battle who were drawn there, and they both pick up a technical. Middle Tennessee with a basketball. Dishman down to the right block with 10 to shoot for Middle Tennessee. Back and down, spins, righty hook, that's up. No, they called a foul. Awful, brutal, terrible call. That is not the right call. Great Osobor was straight up. His hands were straight up. He did not jump. Dishman jumped into his arms. The call is you cannot bring your hands down. Osobor kept his hands up. That is not how you call that. That is not how you officiate that play. That's not right. We've seen it called both ways. There's the wrong call. And now Dishman gets himself to the line for 2 free throws. First shot is up and good. excuse me, no good rather. Got screened by an official. If you're watching online, you can see how much we're moving to try to make sure we can see what we can see. Okay, so Osborne's picked up his second. Dishman's at the line. His second free throw is up, and that is good. So he splits the pair. It gives Montana State a 51-50 lead. 11:08 to play in the ball game. Tempers starting to flare. It's getting hot out here. Montana State with the basketball across the half-court line. Brown nearly got caught behind. Gets it off to McMahon on the left wing. Back up to Brown. Cats have struggled to get into their offensive zone facing that full-court press. Montana State down 51-51. Brown to the right wing. Gets to the elbow. Pulls up. Clear jumper. Got it. Wide open. Easy shot for Darius Brown. Love to see that. He's got 4 points. Montana State back in front, 52-51. 10 ties, 17 lead changes in this ball game. 10:35 to go in the ball game. Middle Tennessee with the basketball to our right. Dishman again with the ball down to the left block. Working on Bello. Gets underneath. Kicks out to Porter. Lines up. Right wing three. That's no good. Rebound tip. Dishman fights for it and wins it. Middle Tennessee another chance. Porter on the drive. Steps inside. Lays it high off the glass and in. Man, that's a great finish by Porter. He's got 13. Cats have to face this full court press again. Lob over to Fuller on the right sideline. Jump pass out to Patterson, who makes the catch out of the left wing, and the Cats set up the offense. 10 minutes to go in the game. Montana State down 53-52 at another tight nail-biter. Brown to Fuller to Patterson to the left corner. Down into Bello in the middle of the lane. Makes the catch, spins back right, lays it up, and travel. Turnover by Montana State. Turnover starting to rack up a bit on both sides. 16 for the Cats, 14 for Middle Tennessee. Blue Raiders leading 53-52. 9:45 to go in the ball game. Lawrence on the right wing, weaves to the free throw line, kicks into the left corner. The three, that's no good. Long rebound, Patrick McMahon has it, pushes ahead to Brown on the right sideline, and he gets out to the right wing. Works into the right corner, picks up the dribble, gives down to Bello, goes up, jams it down with a man in his face. That's how you extract your revenge. Jabril Bello ripping it down. He's got a dozen. Cats back up by 1. Middle Tennessee basketball. They've got it out on the left wing. Lob out over the right wing for King. Into the right corner, Lawrence, and he stepped on the sideline. Turnover by Middle Tennessee. Ball coming back to Montana State. Man, what a ball game. What a challenge this tournament and this non-conference schedule has been. Montana State has faced size. They've faced speed. They've faced outside shooting. They've faced physical forwards and guys in the paint. I mean, they have seen everything so far. They still have Arizona left on the schedule, but they only have to go on the road for one game in the month of December. We'll start Big Sky play just before we turn the calendar into 2023. Darius Brown takes it across the timeline as we hit the 9-minute mark in the second half. Cats up by 1 with the ball. And a foul away from the ball on Middle Tennessee. Didn't see it, but that is on Jared Coleman, and he is done. Coleman picks up his 5th foul. So that's the 5th foul on Coleman, and he will head to the bench for the final time today. Rocky Mountain Credit Union, supporting Bobcat wins for over 75 years and counting. By Members' Choice, this financial institution is not federally insured, but each account is insured up to $250,000. Quick pause here. We're going to immediate timeout. They call an actual timeout? No. It's just the 60 seconds to make the change with the man fouling out. 8:57 left in the ball game. Montana State up 54-53. Man, what a game. Can the Cats pull it out? They need it. Trying to get back to 500. Lost 2 close games. Raekwon Battle getting ready potentially to check back in here. He's having a little conversation here with Danny Sprinkle. Battle's got 4 fouls and a technical on his line. Down into Bello on the right baseline. Out to the right wing for Patterson. Then to Brown near the half-court line. Brown holding, 10 to shoot. Way out high at the top. Comes left around the screen, on the wing, gets into the mid-post 7. Trying to pick up the dribble, does. Looking to get rid of it, 4. Has to get rid of it here. Turns around, tries a contested jumper. That's short. Air ball, shot clock violation. Got down deep and just did not have an outlet for that basketball. Montana State 54, Middle Tennessee 53. 8 minutes, 36 seconds to go in the game. Battle not yet coming back in with the 4 fouls after having a little meeting with Sprinkle on the sideline.
Be ready, D.
Middle Tennessee into the front court, little trap, spinning out of it. Weston able to bounce along that half-court line. Boy, great handles to keep that. Back over to Weston on the right wing. Splits 2 defenders, kicks to the left wing, into the left corner. Now a 3 is up. That's good. Elias King with a 3, his first of the year. 7 points for King. Cats facing the press again to the backcourt. Jump pass over to Fuller on the left sideline. He pushes ahead to McMahon. The Cats break it across the timeline. 8 minutes to go in the game. Montana State down 56-54 after a Blue Raiders 3. Brown at the top, right around the screen, over to the wing. Up to Fuller at the top of the key. 10 to shoot. Around to Patterson on the left wing. Into the right corner, McMahon. He tries to drive the baseline, gets cut off, had it poked away, knocked out of bounds, going to Middle Tennessee, a turnover by Montana State. McMahon pats his chest, and he'll head in over to the bench with everybody else as we have reached another media timeout. All right, take a deep breath. This one is going to be a bare-knuckles boxing match down to the final buzzer. We're sitting at our First Interstate Bank broadcast position, and right now Middle Tennessee leads Montana State 56-54 with 7 minutes, 49 seconds to go in the ball game. This is Bobcat basketball from Learfield. Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. Crowd reacting to a fan jumping and flexing out by himself on the video board. This game is brought to you by Montana State Fund, covering Montana's workers with workers' comp and safety know-how. Workplace safety, you're naked without it. More at safemt.com. Middle Tennessee 56, Montana State 54. Just to go back and clean things up, there were the 2 technicals called earlier. Battle and Weston were the guys who picked up technical fouls. And for Montana State, they have struggled to fight this full court press of Middle Tennessee. Some notable stats here. Darius Brown, 11 assists, 3 turnovers, so he's been great in that regard. And overall, Montana State has 7 steals recorded. Middle Tennessee has 10. All right, this has been an athletic game. Middle Tennessee extremely long. They've got incredible length. This one has been fun, and it's been tight. Montana State trailing 56-54. Middle Tennessee with the ball, 7:35 to go in the ball game. Blue Raiders with the ball to our right. Bounce down into the post on the right side. Dishman working on Bello. Backing down. Steps right. Steps through. Lefty layup. No! Couldn't finish. Bello has the rebound. He made the move and got space and could not finish. When the Cats get a stop, they don't have to face that press. They can get into their offensive set. Brown left around a screen to the left elbow. Bounce down to Bello. Steps inside. Lays it up and got it to go. Through 2 defenders. Jabril Bello. He's got 14. What a tough right-handed finish. 7 minutes to go in the game. Cats have tied it on the Bello bucket, 56 all. Dishman hands it off on the right wing for Porter. He steps up, lines up a contested 3, and he's feeling it. Puts it in, nothing but the bottom of the net. Middle Tennessee back up by 3 on the Porter 3 ball. Montana State breaks the press. Patterson has it out on the right wing. Brown up to the top. The Cats set it up, trailing 59-56. 6.5 to go in the ball game. Brown lines up a wide open 3. Swirls off the rim, no good. Middle Tennessee the rebound. They've got a chance for a 2-possession lead. It's been a long time since we've seen one of those. Weston into the lane, stops in the middle of the paint, steps through, pivoting, falling away jumper. That's no good. Fight for the rebound. Weston gets it, goes back up and draws the foul on McMahon, who brought his arm down. Weston beaming with a big smile after getting that offensive rebound, and Patrick McMahon picking up a bit of a frustration foul. Join Champs New Kids Club, presented by Billings Clinic Bozeman. Your $25 membership fee gets you game tickets, Bobcat gear, and more. Sign up today at msubobcats.com/Champs Kids Club. 6:09 remaining in the ball game. Middle Tennessee now with a chance to open a lead just a little bit. The 20 lead changes and 11 ties in this game. We saw 23 lead changes in the first game of this tournament against UNC Greensboro, and the first free throw is no good from Weston. Weston has not scored in this game. Guy who averages 9 a contest. Cameron Weston will line it up again. Coming out of Albany, Georgia. Second shot is good. First point for Weston. Cats down by 4. A rare 2-possession lead for either team. Full court press is on again by Middle Tennessee. Lekolot's passes picked off. King the other way with a jam. Another point and bucket off a turnover. Brown down the right sideline. You got to face it again. Picks up the dribble, gives to Lekolot. He's still in the backcourt. Double team. Jump pass ahead. His pass is tipped in the front court, and another turnover forced by Middle Tennessee. And this ball game starting to slip through the fingers of the Cats. Middle Tennessee up 62-56. 5:35 to play in the ball game. Weston to the free throw line. Stops in the lane. Pivot, kicks it back out to the left wing. Middle Tennessee burning and using just a little bit of clock here. 10 to shoot. They've got some patience here. Now 8. Porter out near the half-court marker. 6 to shoot. Gets to the elbow. 5. Kicks into the right corner. 4. King's got it with 2. Puts up a contested 3. Too strong. Lekolot has the rebound. Montana State with the ball. Need a bucket here. Down 62-56 with 5 minutes to go in the game. Lob into the post. Bello makes the catch. Turns around and floats it home. Another assist from Brown. He's got a baker's dozen, give him 13. Jabril Bello up to 16 points. 4:55 to go in the game. Middle Tennessee up 62-58. Dishman hands it off on the left wing. Porter tries to drive, and an offensive foul. Got a forearm to the chest, and Darius Brown draws the offensive foul on Porter. Here comes Raekwon Battle now, playing with 4 personal fouls. Jed Miller coming to the game. Let's see if the Cats can catch a little lightning in the bottle with his long ball. Montana State continuing to turn the ball over here. They got 20 of them. Middle Tennessee has 16, but when the Cats can get into the offensive zone, they can score. They've knocked down 11 of their last 13 shots. Montana State with the ball, moving from right to left. 4 minutes, 45 seconds to go in the ball game. Cats down 62-58. Brown on the left wing. Gives to Bello at the top. Hand off to Brown on the left wing again. Into the left corner, Lekolot. And now we've got a whistle, and he stepped on the left sideline, and another turnover by Montana State. Middle Tennessee will inbound.
5.
Cats had a chance there. Turnovers have been killer. It's been kind of whack-a-mole with the things the Cats need to iron out throughout the start of the season, but you know, when we look back, I mean, that's kind of what November's for. Turn the calendar to December soon. Middle Tennessee with the ball to our right. 4:20 to play in the game. Weston out to the right wing, pestered by Miller. Steps back, tries the 3, swirls out, no good. Cats have the rebound. All right, another chance for the Montana State offense. Brown across the timeline up to the top of the key. Works his way over to the right wing. Gives to Lekolot. He's open for 3. No! God, it was a good look. And Lekolot could not finish from the top. 4-point game, Middle Tennessee with the ball and with the lead. Weston working on Miller, working down underneath, and a foul on Miller, a hand check, shoved him out of bounds, and that'll take us to our final media timeout. Middle Tennessee with the ball. When we come back, they're up 62-58. 64-58 with 3:52 to go in the ball game. This is Bobcat basketball from Learfield. Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. Montana State right on a razor's edge here, down 62-58 with 3:54 to go. 3:52 to go in the ball game. Bridger Brewing is home to award-winning locally crafted beer and pizza. Bridger Brewing, cheers to every adventure being better than the last. Turnovers have been killer for the Cats. Turned the ball over 21 times today, 12 times in the second half alone. Middle Tennessee has 24 points off those turnovers. Weston is at the line. He's got 2 free throws due. He's lining up his first now. 3 dribbles, spins the ball in his hands, bends at the knees, releases, and connects. First free throw is good. Montana parents know parenting isn't easy. ParentingMontana.org provides you with a way to build the skills your child needs to be successful. ParentingMontana.org, tools for your child's success. Next free throw coming for Weston. That shot is good. 3 points for Cameron Weston, all at the line. Montana State down 64-58. This match is their largest deficit of the day with 3:50 remaining in the game. Full court press again. Long pass ahead to Miller. He gives it back to Brown to the front court. The Cats break it with one long pass that time. That press has been killer against the Cats. Here's Miller off a screen. Ooh, almost had the 3. Instead into the post. Bello draws a triple team, has it stripped, loose on the floor. Still loose, everybody diving for it. We got a whistle and a jump ball. It'll stay with Montana State. Bello's gonna tie up and tighten up his white sneakers here. Bello had a couple of guys landing down on his legs, too. Bello's an Iron Man. He works hard. He gets beat up. They're going to say Middle Tennessee had possession of the ball, and then it was a jump ball. So that means they should give Montana State 30 seconds on the shot clock. And right now, Middle Tennessee is trying to get an explanation. They're saying Middle Tennessee had a full possession and then the jump ball, which means it should be 30 on the shot clock then. Which we'll see if that's what they put up here. About to explain that to the scores table. Real Milk is a nutrient-rich product. It contains 13 essential nutrients from vitamin A to zinc, all of which are important for a healthy immune system and overall wellness. That's 13 nutrients with seemingly endless benefits. Reach for milk and make every sip count. Montana State basketball. 3:32 remaining in the game. Cats down 64-58. They still have 20 on the shot clock. I thought they said that Middle Tennessee possessed that. Cats basketball, and they will inbound. Bounce pass into Battle, makes the catch, pump fake, draws contact, and he is down, but getting helped back up. High fives all around. Obviously, things got a little testy with Battle and some other guys earlier. That time, the pump fake got his man high up in the air, and Lawrence picks up the foul, came down, helped Battle up. Battle nodded his head, everything's okay, all clean there. Obviously things got a little hot earlier, but good sportsmanship all around, it's just the way it goes. I think everybody kind of freaked out because they weren't sure how they were going to react to that foul. First free throw is good, but everything's all right. 15 points now for Battle after that free throw.
Darius, you got 3. Ray, you got 24.
Hasn't quite yet put everything together for a long stretch. He's had some real good games. You just feel like that ceiling still not quite yet attained as he missed that second free throw. 64-59, Middle Tennessee leading over Montana State, which is really a compliment to just the amount of talent Battle has. Middle Tennessee with the ball to our right. Weston has it, working on Battle. Works down to the left block, hesitation in the air, layup no, but a putback is good. Boy, tough jam on the other side. Now the Cats the other way. McMahon in the air, lays it up. Good and one. Pat McMahon in transition, able to get there. Man, that was a flurry of action. That was a putback slam on the other side after great defense by Battle. Almost could have called over the back on Leonard. We've seen that called against the Cats. That happened against Oregon. Foul was on Porter. That's Porter's third. And now McMahon trying to complete the three-point play. That shot is up and good. McMahon has 5 points today. Cats still down by 4, 66-62. 3:05 remaining in the game. Can Montana State flip this script? It's been so close all day long. Handoff out of the right wing. Weston turns the corners. Euro steps in the lane. Right-handed layup. Blocked off the backboard by Jabril Bello. Oh, man, what a block. Big time, just when the Cats needed it. Chance to get it back to a single possession game. But first, a timeout called by Danny Sprinkle and the Cats. Oh, man. 30-second timeout for Montana State. 2:46 to go in the ball game. Middle Tennessee up 66-62, and the Cats have the basketball down the stretch. Simpkins Hallen believes in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins Hallen, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946. Montana State, 2 players in double figures. Bellows got 16. Battle's got 15. Lackalot's got 8. Fuller has 7. On the other side for Middle Tennessee, Porter leads the way with 16. Leonard has 12. Dishman has 11. 22 turnovers by Montana State has turned into 24 points for Middle Tennessee, and that is the difference. That was what kind of stopped this back and forth affair. 20 lead changes, 11 ties. Cats basketball coming out of there. Prime Lending timeout. Prime Lending. Home loans made simple. Montana State with the ball. Brown gives to Bello, back to Brown at the top. Comes around a screen, hands off to Raekwon Battle, lines up the 3. That's good! Raekwon Battle, line drive 3 is good from the right wing, and the Cats are back to within 1. 2:25 to go in the ball game. Cats need to stop now. Middle Tennessee has the ball to our right. Porter out on the right wing. Bounce pass into the post. Dishman against Bello. Best player against best player. He tripped, and they called a blocking foul. Boy, it looked like he slipped. And a foul on Jabril Bello, his third. What a huge 3 from Raekwon Battle. He's got 18 points within shouting distance here of his third. Make it fourth 20-plus point game. All right, Middle Tennessee is in the bonus. So they're at the line. Dishman going to the stripe. This free throw swirls out. Dishman has been bad at the line, 44% from the free throw line this year. 2:15 remaining in the ball game. Montana State trailing 66-65 with one more free throw due for Dishman. The shot is good. Got it to rattle around and fall in. He's got a dozen today. Montana State down 2 with the ball. 2:14 to go in the ball game. What a contest. This has been elite basketball in the Northern Classic up in Laval, Quebec. Cats trying to salvage this tournament after losing 2. Battle. Topside 3 ball. No, but a foul. He got hit on the 3, and Raekwon Battle is going to the line with 3 free throws and a chance to put the Cats on top. Raekwon Battle trying to take over now. He draws the foul on Leonard. That's Leonard's 3rd. Middle Tennessee up 67-65, but Battle going to the line with 3 free throws. He's playing with 4 fouls, picked up that technical earlier. Things boiled over a little bit, but he had a nice moment on the bench to be able to calm down, cool it off. And boy, he has come back with laser focus. First free throw right down the middle, and he got it. Cats down by 1. 2 more free throws coming, this one with a chance to tie it for Montana State. Next shot, that's good. Caught the rim twice and fell in. Montana State looking for their first lead since the 9.5-minute mark in this second half. This one could give the Cats the advantage. Got it. All 3 are good for Raekwon Battle. Cats lead 68-67. 2 minutes to go in the ball game. The Bobcat bench start the defense chanting. Middle Tennessee with the ball to our right. Over to the right wing. Weston against Battle. Comes left around the screen. Throws up to the top. Leonard has it. Thought about a 3. Turned it down. Over to Weston on the right wing. Dishman out high. Draws the bounce pass. Working against Bello. Dishman into the lane. Spins to the right shoulder. Steps through the left hand. Got it to go. What a tough finish by Dishman. Got around Bello, but just barely. Man, he is a good player. Averaging 18 a game in this tournament. And a timeout called by Middle Tennessee. 1:37 remaining in the game. Middle Tennessee taking the lead on the Dishman bucket. Man, this is a hard-fought battle. Both teams playing well. Both teams going back and forth. And Montana State trailing 69-68, but they've got the ball coming back after this timeout by Middle Tennessee. All timeouts presented by Prime Lending. Home loans made simple. Cats have 4 3-point field goals, but they're 3 of 6 in the second half. All 3 sponsored by Wendy's. 17 assists on 25 field goals for the Cats. All those presented by Aware Mental Health Services. Middle Tennessee 69, Montana State 68. 2 timeouts left on either side. 1:37 left in the game. Montana State basketball. You figure they're going to put this same zone press on again. Cats have struggled with it all day. They've got 22 turnovers. Just got to break it here. Helps have Battle back on the floor. He had to sit for a nice chunk in the second half because of the 4 fouls. Inbounds to Battle. They're going to call the dogs off. The Cats are going to be able to run their offense. Brown up near the half-court line, gets picked up now, careful of a trap. 3 seconds and then 2. He steps across now, bounce pass over to Patterson to the right wing. He's out, still by that right sideline with a dribble. Back to Brown, left wing. Overhead pass to Fuller, out to the left corner, Battle for 3! Ring it up! Raekwon Battle! The biggest 3 of the game! Cats back on top! Raekwon Battle bearing it from the left corner. Cats up 71-69. 1 minute to go. Leonard into the lane. Kicks out to the right corner. Middle Tennessee with the ball. And a foul. Hand check on Tyler Patterson before the shot. Second foul on Patterson. What a performance by Raekwon Battle. 24 points. 8 of 23. 3 of 6 from downtown. But the hand check foul puts King back at the line with a chance to tie this game. He's got 2 free throws. Here's the first. That is no good. Boy, some late missed free throws by Middle Tennessee today. Overall, they've been good, but they've missed a couple in their last 2 trips. Best they can do is make it a 1-point game. That shot is good. Raekwon Battle, big threes down the stretch. Cats have a 71-70 lead. 1 minute remaining. Montana State's got to go the length of the floor. They've had a hard time doing it. Brown working one-on-one against Weston. 5 seconds to break the press. Still with a bounce. He's across the timeline now with 2 seconds to spare. 47 seconds left. Brown lobs over to Bello. Back to the basket on the left block. Working against Dishman. Had it poked away. Able to recover. Still 10 to shoot. Back out to Brown. Trying to repost. 9. Brown turns down a screen. Had it poked away. Ball is loose in the backcourt. Cats trying to save it. What do we got? He rolled over onto the left sideline. Turnover. Danny Sprinkle tried to call a timeout. Cats do not like those calls. The official tried to cool down the Cats bench, so Montana State has turned it over. Could have been a foul called, undercutting Brown. He's banged up, he's hurt, he's playing hurt right now. But he's been the better player, he's been the better point guard today. Middle Tennessee with the ball, down 1, 28 seconds to go, 10-second differential between the shot and game clocks. Weston with the dribble, spins into the lane, leans forward, floats, no, put back, no. Battle for the rebound, they got it, back up good. How is that not an over and back? Timeout called by Middle Tennessee. Middle Tennessee came flying in over the back, should have been a foul called. No called. Instead, the third try is good. Middle Tennessee takes the lead, 72-71. Elias King flying in, getting the putback on the third chance after 2 offensive rebounds. Shot clock is off. 18 seconds left in the game. Montana State down 72-71. So they've called every hand check. But what they haven't called is that over and back, or over the back on some of those rebounds. So that's twice now we have seen Middle Tennessee come over and get an over and back while they grab the ball and then put the dunk in. Getting a look at the replay here. Great defense by the Cats to get the initial stop. First putback attempt was no good. King had it. He was able to get it going. Actually, I'm going to go back and I'm going to revise here. That was not an over and back. That was a good call underneath. Cats could not box out. King has the go-ahead bucket, and Middle Tennessee leads 72-71. Good no call by the officials. Middle Tennessee has taken the lead. Man, what a game. Elias King, the putback on a third try after 2 offensive rebounds. All right, let's see where the Cats want to go. Raekwon Battles had a couple of dynamite daggers from downtown. He's 3 of 6 from the three-point line with a game-high 24 points, but Montana State needs 1 more basket. Shot clock off. 18 seconds left in the game. And another timeout call. Another timeout called now by Montana State so that they can line this thing up. So Middle Tennessee is out of timeouts. Montana State will have 1 as they've called another. So 1 timeout left for Montana State. 0 or 1? Should be 0. We've got 0 on the stat sheet.
You got 160 left.
Montana State's got 1 left. I thought Middle Tennessee had 0. We've got 0 listed. The official told them 1. Yeah, no, they've got 0. Yeah, 0 left for Middle Tennessee, 1 for Montana State. Just kind of keep everything on track. We've only got 2 eyes. Montana State basketball, they got to go to the length of the floor. Again, that has not been an easy task for the Cats. Boy, whatever happens, when they get to Big Sky play, they're going to be rocked and ready, and they will be loaded. They will have seen everything by the time we get into Big Sky play. 18 seconds left. Cats need a bucket, down 1. They've got a buzzer beater in them. Do they have some late heroics? Raekwon Battle has been a star down the stretch. He's had some up and down moments throughout this tournament, but he's the reason the Cats are in position. Down by 1. All right, full court press again by Middle Tennessee in the Royal Blue Unis. Raekwon Battle will inbound with a running baseline. Moves right, still right, then left. Back right to Brown. Got to go the length of the floor. Got to hurry here. Darius Brown with the dribble, 1-on-1. Still got to move here. Crosses over and gets across the timeline. 10 seconds left in the game. Cats down 1. Brown to the right wing with 6 left. Lob into the post. Bello makes the catch. Goes up. Got blocked. That shot is no good. 2 seconds left. Middle Tennessee has the rebound. They got a foul. Montana State wanted a foul as Bello went up. Zeros on the clock, but there was a foul called on the Cats at the end. They're saying the ball game is over. Jabril Bello is going to the cup. They tried to keep it with Bello. They're taking a look here at the monitor to see if this game is over. Right now the call is that foul came after. Bello got hammered underneath. I would love to see that replay. They went straight to their big man. They went to the well. They went to the guy that's been carrying them for years now. Bello got inside position, went up. Middle Tennessee swarmed on him. No call. Game's over. Game's over. The Cats have lost, and they are in the ears of the official, Andy Hill, right up in them. Let's see, I got to look at the replay here. Hard to see. We're kind of far away. Love to see that one more time. Cats lose it by 1. Jabril Bello got inside. They got inside position for him. Middle Tennessee collapsed. There is no call, and Montana State loses 72-71. We'll take a break. This is Bobcat basketball from Learfield. Peyton Galogly with you on the Ribbon Chop House post-game show. Ribbon Chop House is home of the premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs, all served in a casual atmosphere. Montana State loses a heartbreaker today, 72-71. Middle Tennessee, a walk-off block of Jabril Bello inside. They went to Bello when he down by a point, and he was unable to finish. He got blocked from behind. The coaching staff was emphatic. That was as hot as I've ever seen them, frustrated with the no call. Hard to see. I never got a true, real look at that play. So, I mean, it was a mess of bodies, and the Cats end up losing today. Raekwon battles big buckets down the stretch here, gave the Cats the lead twice at the end of this ball game. But even before you got to that point, too many turnovers by Montana State. They're right there with a great Conference USA Middle Tennessee team, but they lose today by a final score of 72-71. Elias King with the game-winning bucket for Middle Tennessee on a third chance putback on an offensive rebound. All right, we're going to take a break. We got plenty to get to on this Ribbon Chop House post-game show. Montana State falls today 72-71 against Middle Tennessee. This is Bobcat basketball from Learfield. I think. All right, saying goodbye on behind the mic.